For the last 7 years, I have been preparing to live.
I have read the books. I have listened to the podcast. I have filled my journals with frameworks, strategies, and my morning routines. If success was measured by the amount of personal development data you store on a hard disk, I would be the master of the universe. But data doesn't change life, execution does. And when I looked at my math of my own reality, the math was not adding up. A few months ago, I caught myself doing something that I have done thousands of times. It was late, it was tired. Instead of finishing a work, I said I would do it. And I saw myself opening a new tab on Chrome and searching a video on discipline. I watched it. I felt that familiar surge of dopamine, that warm, comforting illusion that because I was learning about discipline, I was being disciplined. I realized I did not have the knowledge problem. I had an addiction. I was addicted to the feeling of potential while completely avoiding the friction of actual practice. I don't regret what I have learned, but I have to admit something uncomfortable. The truth is, I was using self discipline to hide from my own mediocrity. Every time I lacked motivation, I bought another book. Every time I failed to stick to a routine, I looked for better system. I convinced myself I was preparing. In reality, I was just procrastinating at a highly sophisticated level. My knowledge was compounding, my execution flatlined. I was becoming an expert on a life that I was not actually living. If I kept going down this path 10 years from now, I would just be a more articulate version of the exact same person. I'm not okay with that. From today onward, I am no longer chasing hundreds of ideas. I am choosing one operating principle, one filter for every decision I make across every area of my existence for the foreseeable future. That principle is the 10x rule. Now, let's be clear. When most people hear this phrase, they think of a specific internet personality. They think of shouting at a microphone, flashing wealth, and sleeping 4 hours a night. They think of hustle culture. That is not what this is. I'm not here to talk about Grant Cardone, and I'm not here to build a startup in an afternoon. I'm looking it through a different lens, my own lens. To me, the 10x is not about walking until your eyes bleed. It is about a single relentless question that I will ask myself every day. What is the 10x version of this decision? It means when I think about my health, I don't just ask how to reduce 5 pounds. I ask how to build a body that can sustain energy for the next 30 years. When I look at my finances, it's not about looking rich. It's about building a foundation of discipline that can withstand an economic storm. It's about raising standards. It's about taking complete ownership of boring, unsexy things: integrity, consistency, and character. It's about asking how to become someone capable of extraordinary results over decades, not in weeks. I could do this in private. I would certainly be safer. If I fail in private, nobody loves. If I quit in private, my ego stays intact. And that's exactly why this channel exists. I'm using the public square as a mirror. I need the accountability of knowing that if I make an excuse, if I become lazy, or if I lie to myself, it will be captured in 4K for anyone to see. This is not a performance, this is an ledger. Here is what you will not find here. There are no courses for sale, there are no masterclasses. I'm not an expert, I'm not a guru, and I am certainly not qualified to teach you how to live your life. I'm on day one. Some weeks the execution will be flawless. You will see the compounding effect of the hard work. Other weeks I will fail. I will miss the targets. I will want to quit. I promise you right now, I will show both. I will never manufacture an inspirational moment. I will never fake motivation for the sake of an algorithm. If a week was a disaster, the video will reflect disaster. Authenticity is the only currency matters here. This is a long term experiment, 10 years, maybe 20 years. I'm committing to the process of finding out exactly what happens when an ordinary person stops consuming potential and start executing at scale. No safety nets, no turning back. I don't know where this ends. I don't know if this principle will make me or break me. But I'm going to find out. See you next week.